Let's look at my answer to 8 and check and see if it matches yours. It is too late because she feels unhappy now because she was unable to overcome her shyness. The last question, question 9, says, why does Rachel wish that she were turning 102 today? Let's read the end of the story and find out. I'm 11 today. I'm 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But I wish I was 102. I wish I was anything but 11, because I want today to be far away already, far away like a tiny kite in the sky, so teeny tiny you have to close your eyes to see it. Okay, go ahead and answer. Why does Rachel wish that she were turning 102 today? Make sure you're using complete sentence. Push pause now and go ahead and write your answer. For answering question 9, go ahead and check it with what I have. Rachel wishes she was turning 102 today because she wants this day to be behind her. If you had something similar, great job. If you struggled, go ahead and write it down now. You are now ready to move on to the next part of the lesson.
All right, now we've read the story 11 by Sandra Cisneros. Let's complete a plot and character diagram for this short story. Again, we want to think about the protagonist of the story. Who was the main character? I learned that the main character is Rachel. Okay? Now we need to think about the character's traits or feelings. So what is the character like, or how does she feel? Okay, so I know that Rachel is very concerned about the sweater. I know that she is embarrassed by having to wear it. I also know that she's pretty timid. She's not like ready to speak up for herself. Okay, so I might say, okay, what is the character like? So I would say she's shy or timid, which is a synonym for shy. She feels embarrassed. Okay? She really just does not want people to know that that sweater is hers. Okay? Now, what's this problem, right? Our problem, this was pretty clear, is that the teacher thinks the red sweater is hers. Okay? The teacher believes the red sweater is Rachel's. Okay? Now, this is where it gets a little tricky in this story. What does the character do to solve the problem? Okay? Now, I know that when the teacher first gives her the sweater, she doesn't speak up because she's so shy and timid. So she doesn't argue with Mrs. Price. Okay? Then she tries to hide the sweater instead of just saying that it's not hers. And last, when Miss Price makes her put it on, she still puts it on and she ends up just crying, right? So she puts on. So let's think about this. Since she's so shy and timid, she doesn't argue with Mrs. Price. She tries to hide the sweater, and then eventually she puts on the sweater because she'd rather not argue back, which tells me that instead of solving her problem, her character traits led her to perpetuate or continue her problem. She still was really miserable. This is interesting, right? Her character traits influenced the plot in a way where her conflict wasn't solved. Had she been not shy or not timid, when the other student said that it was her sweater, she would have simply said, "No, not mine," and then they would have moved on. There would have been the problem would have been resolved. But because her characteristics are shy and timid, we see that her actions related to the problem don't help her solve the problem. If you've got this chart complete, you are ready to complete your exit slip. Go ahead and complete questions 1 through 5 of the exit slip on your own. Notice that questions 1 through 3 are on one page, and then questions 4 and 5 are on the next. You need to answer all 5 questions, and your goal is to get 4 correct or more. When you're ready to move on, unpause. If you've completed your exit slip, we're ready to move on with Tuck Everlasting. Miss Donaldson's and Miss Antonson's classes are on different chapters, so you will need to click the link that is specific to your class. If you are in Miss Donaldson's class, click the link for Miss Donaldson's reading of Tuck. If you are in Miss Antonson's class, click the link for Miss Antonson's reading of Tuck. Make sure that when you complete the readings, you are keeping current in your packet. Go ahead and click the link for your readings back on the home page for 6th grade English at Animo Phyllis Wheatley.